you're gonna meet my good friend Yoda. Remember what he says? Do or do not. There is no try.
Truth being said, I've never played golf. Actually once when I was 13, but he went from being a golf pro to a watch pro. So good luck to me. Hi guys, this is Eleonor from Revolution. I am back to the second season of the Ele Series with the CEO, and today I'm with the multi-million / the 2 billion CEO, the genius, the watch genius. His name is François-Henry Bennahmias. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Eleonor. That's such a nice treat to have you like this in the wind. Very cold today.
It keeps your brain functioning.
It always functions.
Perfect. So if it functions, can you tell me what happened from the moment you became a golf pro to a watch pro? Nevertheless, 20 years have said, since the beginning of your time to nowadays, but what happened before that?
I've always wanted to compete at anything I was involved with. So whether it was the sports, basketball, handball, football when I was a kid, and then golf eventually became my drive, and I wanted to become the #1 player in the world, which I failed at drastically. Okay, and then I worked in the fashion business for 7 years and Audemars Piguet for 29 years. But through the course of the business career, I learned how to apply the recipes of my to the business side. And I still use to this day a lot of analogies from the sports world to the business.
So if you were to name 3, what would they be?
The drive, first of all, to go at it again and again and again, meaning that you got to deal with failures and issues and disappointments and fallbacks, but you go back at it until it works. You will never go through an entire career without failing. It's impossible. And that's something you have to take and embrace, because it's going to bring you to the next levels. If you fall on the first issue and you don't come back, then you're not going to succeed. It's impossible. The second one is never ever take things for granted. One, but much more in a sense of, it's not because you've done something good that it's going to be confirmed and being good for the rest of your life. Because at some point you're going to get challenged again in your own thought process, in your own way of being with people. You keep the door open to learn. I still learn every single day, and I love actually this because I've evolved a lot as a person. And getting older, you're supposed to become wiser, but actually I think I am becoming slightly wiser, and I use what I know now to help also the people after me. 3, never forget who did what and when, because through the course of your climbing the stairs of any company, you have also to remember who helped you getting there, who sometimes pushed you not to get there. Never forget who did what and when, pretty much.
Do you have people in your career who kept on following you from the beginning to the end, who are completely unrelated to the different industries you've been?
My mentor, yes, it's a guy that I met when I was 13 years old, when I was a kid. He acted as my big brother for quite some time. He hired me in the fashion business. I worked for him for 7 years, and he has been following my career for the last 29 years. And we see each other once or twice a year. And I see the pride in his eyes, and I'm so proud myself to actually living the possibility to think that he made the right choice when he hired me. Because when he hired me, many people around him told him that they were making a big mistake hiring me because I was not going to do anything good with my life.
Really?
Oh yeah.
And what do you have to say to those people nowadays?
Thank you so much for your attention and see you in another life.
And to some extent, you've been mentored by a man, but you're mentoring more than one person. How do you feel about helping, growing, and to some extent growing old next to those younger generations, or even some who are probably not as young that you're mentoring today?
First of all, I really do believe I'm a people's person. And as I said, I've learned a lot through the course of my career with different people. Some people helped me much more than others, but I got helped. You never go up without the help of people around. You never go alone.
But
it's
did
impossible.
you ask for that help, or did
No,
they
sometimes it just came, and that's just the way it was. So looking backward, I need to look at it and say, my turn to do it. And I try to think much about it because I love doing it. I love teaching in a sense of and helping people going to bad places to good places. The reward is the best ever. And I love when I even see people who left Audemars Piguet to tell me 3, 4, 5 years later, you know what, you were tough with me, but you helped me so much, and thank you so much because I'm in a better place.
And you were just talking about reward, but you arrived, it took you about 19 years to reach the point of CEO. You grew through different markets. You opened AP to different markets in the world. Not to mention that when you arrived in the US, if I'm not mistaken, the revenue was for about 6 million, and you got it in less than 10 years up to 100 million. Now, if you go back to what you've created, when you became a CEO, the revenue was about 600 million and you were making 35,000 watches?
30,000 watches, yes.
So you multiplied by 4 the revenue, you've cut pretty much all of your distribution, which means that you have a much bigger profit. Do you call that a reward, or is it something else that you were looking for when you...
You've been talking about money your entire question. Revenue here, revenue there, profitability, everything. In the most honest way of saying it, I couldn't care less. I've never ever chased revenue for the revenue.
Yeah, but I know you, so I know that's not something you've been driven. But to the majority of people, when they look at the numbers, when you see how you change the distribution, when they see what's happening with the world, with the world of watches, especially now that you're part of the big 4, if not the number 1, how do you? I mean, you must have been driven by something. If it's not your team, was it your shareholders? Was it?
No. I to the people that look or listen to these numbers, I say I still want to make a very serious point. It doesn't really matter. What matters is this. A few weeks ago, I was watching a TV show, and there was which has nothing to do with the quote I'm going to use now, but the quote was used in that TV show. And they were talking about people who made important things in their life, like the Henry Fords of the world, the Steve Jobs of the world, the Bill Gates of the world, all these people. Their dream was to change the world. Their dream was never to make money. They didn't wake up one day and say, I want to make money. Their dream was to change the world. And eventually, by being right, they became rich. And I always tell the people around me, if you chase revenue in your life, in your career, you're going to fall at some point because you're going to take shortcuts and you're going to do things that will not let you last. I'm a firm believer in, and if I had to describe Audemars Piguet, the success is based on 2 things. Outstanding watches, innovation in materials and mechanisms, and a human connection that you don't see in many companies. We built the success one watch at a time, one person at a time. Not only one client at a time, one employee at a time. We're 1,200 employees in 2012, we are now 2,500 people. And we kept the culture the way it is, meaning people care about each other. And when people come from the outside to visit Audemars Piguet, they always say, it's unbelievable. We feel happiness, we feel passion, commitment.
It's a family.
And it's a real family vibe. That's very hard to put this together. That's a reward. That's when you actually know you made things right.
And now speaking about the collection, I mean, again, if we go back to your entire period at AP, this year we're celebrating the 30-year anniversary of the Offshore. Last year we celebrated the 50th anniversary of the Royal Oak. And along the way, you introduced the 1159, the Code 1159. You've introduced the Carolina Bucci collection. You've introduced the Marvel partnership. If you could resume what would be your time at AP, which watch would that be?
No, there is not one. There is no way. It cannot be only one. It's impossible. It's like kids. When you got to choose, if you get 5 kids, you got to choose between
but how many
the 5.
watches were created under your realm?
Many, because we pretty much come up with 100, 250 new watches every year. So for 11 years.
So you must have a favorite. Or one you like slightly more than the other.
Okay, so the one I could talk about, because that was a long time in the making, the Black Panther. So yes, because the relationship with Marvel actually was tough to put together. It took me 17 years to get it done.
And
17 years.
Why did you want it so bad, that bad?
Because I felt that it was something right to do for Audemars Piguet. The funny thing is, when we went to Marvel in Los Angeles to their studios, we came up with 6 characters already with the watches. And they told us that they wanted us to start with Black Panther because it's a very, very precise organization. They know exactly when they're going to launch the movies, how it's going to score pretty much. It's an unbelievable organization. They say you start with Black Panther. But they told us on day one that Spider-Man is their biggest franchise across the globe. It's their biggest franchise. So you got to do Black Panther first, and then you got to go to Spider-Man.
Before we go back to, I want to say at some point it has to come to an end, this interview, though I would have kept it for a while. Why did you stop the Millenary collection?
Why did we stop the Millenary collection? Yeah. Because
it was created for men, then it was relaunched for women in 2015, and then you decided to stop it.
Wait. It was created for men and very quickly after women. We had women watches in 1997, 1998. So very quick after the launch of the collection, women watches in the Millenary collection appeared. Now, when you work on a collection for over 20 years, and no matter what you do, it doesn't really take off, at some point, you have to accept that there were some great successes, some failures, but it really never took off the right way. Then you retire the collection. It's okay, that's a part of it. It cannot be always right. If you look at the fashion world, some fashion shows for some designers will be by far better than others. That's the story of creation. It's not always perfect. So we say we're gonna retire the collection, and hopefully through the pre-owned market, the second-hand market, some watches will reappear and get their value maybe in 10 or 15 or 20 years, and we'll see. But it was not performing to our levels.
So now the focus is 1159, code 1159.
That's
Sure.
one of the focuses, yes.
Offshore,
Yes.
Royal Oak.
Concept.
So many things. Which one did you have the most fun working on? Was it launching your ceramic? Was it creating a new design? Or was it when now the people want smaller diameter, thinner watches? Is the offshore still up to date and interested towards collectors?
I'm going to tell you what I really see now. I had a product committee this morning. And this morning we talk about watches that will come in 24, 25, 26, 27, and 28. I want to see those watches because we made some decisions this morning that will really blow people's mind because we are coming with special innovations in mechanism and materials that are really top notch. And I'm just very happy about this because it's funny because I left the meeting today thinking I still talk like if I was staying with the company for 10 more years. The passion is still there and what's coming is unbelievable.
And do you think that regardless who's going to take your spot as a CEO of Audemars Piguet at the end of the year is going to have obviously a sustainable company, but that can be and walk with clear minds for the next 5 or 10 years based on all the foundation that you've built in the last 29 years in the company?
It takes years and years to work on a strategy, put it together, put it in the works, adjust if you make mistakes, and finally get your path. Audemars Piguet is on the right path now. There is no doubt. We're clear on distribution, we're clear on collections, we're clear on the fact that we want to focus 150% on the clients, assuming that we are not losing the momentum with our employees as well. So everything is ready to keep thriving.
Does the company actually need a CEO?
A company always needs a good leader. Always.
Leader, not a CEO.
The CEO is a leader in the company.
So, to end on a good note, what would be the advice for somebody who wants or who thrives in becoming a CEO/a leader?
So in any companies.
Well, let's start with the watch.
An advice of someone that will become a CEO or a leader. What would the advice?
CEO, you need to be a leader.
Okay, so what would the advice? It's funny because I've been asked that question before, and I found it.
Listen to your people.
No, it went slightly further. Listen to the people who do and less to the people who talk.
Okay, so we've got 20 minutes for you to teach me how to play golf. That's your challenge.
20 minutes?
20 minutes.
Okay, so if you're a little bit aware of your body, it should take less than 10.
Perfect.
If you're not that aware of what's going on here, it's gonna take 20 years.
That's fine, because to me, you still need to convince me that golf is a sport. That's fine.
You don't think that golf is a sport?
I don't think so.
Fine. Okay, so why don't we start in the simplest possible way? I'm gonna show you just a swing,
Okay.
okay? Not hit the ball, nothing, just this. Without explaining anything. It goes here and here. Just this. Repeat. Without the ball.
Without the ball.
Yeah? Go ahead. Show me. Okay, I'm gonna do you right now. No. Shoof. Here. 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 Do that again. Not bad. Try to move a little
Open
more
the
your
arms.
arms. Again, do this, again. Okay. Stay here 1 second. When you say your arms, they have to go this way. Wait, keep your head here. Look here. And you gotta go down. Okay. Yes. And yes. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, straight from Paris, Eleonor Picciotto, here you are, the first ever. Go ahead. The ball left, which is
That's a complete failure.
okay. So I'm gonna help you on something.
Okay.
If your head follows your arm and your body, you're gonna lose always what's going on here. So you have to do the exact same thing, but you keep your head looking at the ball. So you do this and this. Go ahead.
So I'm like this and like this.
Yeah, but keep your head on the ball. Aziz, shoof. Okay. Again. So I'm going to help you just a little bit here on the hands. All right. Wait. Let me do this for you. Here. Then your right goes under here. Okay? And these two hands, they have to stay together when you swing the club. Together when you swing the club. Together when you swing the club. Go.
Just like when you play tennis.
Exactly. Same concept. Up. The head. Here. I think within the next 2 or 3 balls, we're going to see one take off. It's going to take off.
It
I know.
didn't take off?
Not the right way. Because you hit the top of the ball here, so the ball goes straight up but doesn't go anywhere. So no. Wait. Put your feet a little bit more square. Bend your knees a little bit. Here. Yes. Good. Here. Go. Hey. What did I say? Less than 20 minutes. The ball is hit the right way. We can go to the bar and drink. Let's go. No, I'm kidding. Okay. That was a good one. That was a really
It
good
felt
one.
very light.
Yeah, because it was done the right way.
I have the best teacher.
I'm not sure yet. Wait. Feet a bit more square. Bend your knees a little bit. Okay, go. You see, you jinx yourself.
True.
Do that again. Okay, now the same, the feeling. You hit the ball here on that one. You hit the ball on top. And when you do that, the ball goes up first. The ball has to be hit here. So
Can you show me?
Sure. So the way, with my bag, thank you so much.
At least one.
It's cold today, that's why we wear the jacket, you wear the doudoune. That one. So the club has to hit the ground. Okay?
But are we supposed to hit the ground? Because I always hear that when you have a little thing, a mole that's coming up,
No, it's called a tee, and you use this to put the ball on top when you hit the longest clubs, which is called the driver, which got a huge head. And that huge head wouldn't work actually just from the ground.
Okay.
But when you hit those irons, you have to hit the ground. Yes, which is why when you watch golf, sometimes you see that grass is flying with the ball at the beginning. Clear? Do it.
No pressure.
What just happened here, she wanted to make sure I could do it. She tested me.
I just wanted to make sure that you were an actual pro golfer in your first life.
Yeah, I was.
Is that okay to play with this?
Sure. Go ahead. The good thing about it, you're a good student.
I
You
learn
listen
fast.
well. Yes, you learn fast. So just for the fun of it, that one, you're gonna try to hit it as hard as you can. Good. Slightly more under, it was perfect. That's a perfect swing. Seriously. You could really be good at this. You could. Go ahead.
Okay, after how many do you actually start enjoying playing golf?
As I said, 20 years.
I'll be too old for that.
Go ahead. So, what do you say now? Now, this
Okay.
is a good thing about golf. You could actually hate that sport and love it from one shot to the other. The shot before, the worst. Oh, what am I even doing here? This one say, oh, I want to do this again.
But it's like when you surf. It's like you wait, and all of a sudden you have 20 seconds of pure love, and then it falls back down.
Okay, now the question is, how good are you at doing the same swing again?
It's luck. We'll see.
It's luck? Okay, let's see that. If you manage to make a second one take off like the one before in a row, this is talent.
No pressure.
Almost there, almost there.
The sound.
The sound. I'm gonna help you with one thing, no, with a hand. Put your hand under. Good.
The two need to touch.
Yeah, like this, it's fine. Bend your knees. Yeah. Not bad at all. The move that you make now, the swing that I want you to make now, make it a little bit bigger, go farther on the right and farther on the left. Show me, without the ball. The head. Hey, you're too young for that, but Mr. Miyagi in Karate Kid. Eyes, always look high. Put your head here. Yes, much better. Again, one more. Whee! Good one. A pure, talented person. Again. La main. Put your, yes, here.
Ah, ben voilà!
Look at this.
Okay, so now that it's a good
No, I
one.
want two in a row now. Feet. No. Feet. Not like this. Hey, look at me. This is not sport. Okay?
That's ballet training. You're like
exactly,
this.
but I want this. And I want this. Look at the position. It's like I'm an athletic position. Look at me. I'm not like this. Like Charlie Chaplin. Okay? Bend your knees a little bit, yeah? Go ahead. Boom. Presque. Putain, c'est pas mal pourtant.
Presque.
Okay? One more that goes well, and then we're gonna try something crazy. No? Go ahead. Okay, not bad. So now, we got to see when you go from 60 miles an hour to 300 miles an hour. Now, this is the take it or leave it thing. It either goes great once and you're really gonna enjoy, or you're gonna hurt your back, your neck, your knees, everything. Are you up for the challenge?
Of course.
Of course. So, driver, please. You're gonna meet my good friend Yoda, okay? Remember what he says, do or do not. There is no try. We're not gonna try, we're gonna do right now.
That one is a huge one.
Yes, so that's the toughest one, okay, to play with.
Why tough?
Because it's the longest one, look at it from here. It's a lot longer, so you're gonna be a lot farther from the ball. It's a much longer swing, and because of the shape of the head, the ball's gonna go a lot farther, in theory. In theory, okay? So
because technically what you're telling me is that if I don't hit the ball, it's like when you play Wii, it's like you feel like you're hitting something, but you're not, so you're just hurting yourself.
No, but if you start to miss with that one, you hear the frogs, you could go frog hunting. You have more chances to hit a frog than actually the ball. So, voila. And don't try to speed the process, same, but go far right and far left. One more time. Not too bad at all. Go. Yes, now the same when you do your downswing, go faster. Not much more like in front of you. Go. Okay, wait.
Do I have to make sure that that part is parallel to the ball?
Yes, wait. Imagine for a second that the ball is here. Okay? Mm-hmm. Make that swing again. Speed. Again, good. Turn and go. Okay? The same with the head, not with the ball yet. The hand with the head down. Go ahead. Yes! Now with the ball. Wait. If that one goes, we can go home.
And if it doesn't?
We go forward. Wait, get slightly closer, a little bit closer to the ball. Okay, wait, and it goes this way a little bit with your feet. Yes. Okay, now, Mr. Miyagi. Eyes, always look eye. Wow, it's almost there. Almost there.
The sound is weird.
Yeah, no, it was almost there. 1 inch lower, it would have been perfect.
1 inch lower when I hit the ball.
Yes. No, seriously, we can stop there. This is absolute. No, wait. This is This is the best. And you know what? I'm the best teacher in the world.
Sure.
We can go home. We're fine.